1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will experience sexual violence in their lifetime. And those are just the numbers that report it. Many people might think that this is a big city issue, but this is a West Texas issue too.
We just want to know what's going on our campus, and we want to help students address their concerns.
Michelle Boone is the director of Title IX for Angelo State University. The Texas Senate recently passed a new law regarding Title IX.
All employees at institutions across the state of Texas are required to report, per Senate Bill 212, sexual harassment, sexual assault, stalking, and dating violence.
Boone says this will help her staff get in touch with the students earlier and point them to the resources they might need. For victims of sexual assault and rape, that resource could be Victim Services Advocate Melissa Hernandez with Open Arms. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety's 2018 crime report, there were almost 20,000 reported cases of sexual assault in Texas. However, according to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, 3 out of 4 cases go unreported.
We see a lot of victims that come in and survivors who said, I never told anyone that I was sexually assaulted when I was a child. You're the first one I'm telling.
Unfortunately, that is the case of Brittany Arispe, who was only 5 when her best friend's dad and his father-in-law began assaulting her until the age of 9. But she kept it to herself. It wasn't until many years later she was able to tell her family and the sheriffs what had happened. On Valentine's Day in 2016, she planned to take her life on the way home from work until she received a call from her son.
I asked him, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking about you, and I wanted to tell you to have a good day, and I love you, and I'll see you in the morning." The moment I heard him say that, it just clicked inside of my head. Like, what are you doing? You can't kill yourself. You cannot do this to him. You can't do this to the kids.
After weeks, Arispe finally heard back from the sheriff's office regarding her case.
They arrested him for aggravated sexual assault of a child, and it just hit me like if somebody punched me in the stomach.
Arispe says one of the reasons she decided to tell authorities about her situation.
He has grandchildren that are my younger kids' age, and if I can stop him from doing that to them, I'm fine.
Arispe has been waiting to go to trial for 2 years now, but she tells her story to volunteers who answer calls for Open Arms crisis hotlines. Hernandez says recently the Concho Valley has seen a spike in a certain type of assault.
Teen dating violence. And so it might be a teen that did get involved in a consensual relationship, and then were later on in the relationship they were victimized.
Hernandez says consent should be a more common discussion. According to the Texas Education Code, Texas does not require any sex education to be taught in public schools. Yet, if a school chooses to teach these topics, it is required to emphasize abstinence until marriage. Boone says Angelo State tries to tackle this with a training for all incoming students.
That training actually goes through scenarios that are questions that some college students face related to sex and relationships. It covers our policy on consent, which is an affirmative consent policy. If a student were to have multiple instances of reported misbehavior, the university could take action on that behavior because we have that tracked in our file systems.
I think once you say it out loud to somebody,
For Fox West Texas,
it really does feel like a weight has been lifted off, like you're not carrying this alone anymore.
I'm Sydney Timmer.